All right, folks, welcome on in tonight to the Monster Game. Ben back here with you again tonight in for Matt. Really looking forward to playing with you tonight. Most of us are old hat at this, but in case you're not, check out the links right below here. That is where you are going to find
All
the
right,
information
folks,
that
welcome
you
on in
need. And look,
tonight
I
to the
gotta
Monster
mute that.
Game.
Good
Ben
grief.
back here with you again
Gotta get
tonight in
that.
for Matt.
It's you think I'd never done this before. Good grief. But what I was saying is down below this video are the links you need. There is a real deal answer sheet link. That is the link that your team will use to submit your real answers to me. And then there's also a view only link down there for folks in case you're playing in different places and some other folks on your team would like to see the questions. So make sure you check those out. I'll be back with you shortly. Welcome in again. All right, folks, once again, for those of you just jumping in here, welcome to the Monster Game. My name is Ben. I'll be with you tonight, filling in for Matt once again. Great to be back with all you monsters this evening. The links you need are right below this video down there on YouTube. You can find your real deal answer sheet, the one you'll submit to us for your official score. And then you'll also find down below there, of course, the view only sheet in case you have folks that are playing in different places. And would like to view those questions. So we'll be getting started. I think we'll probably wait until about 8:35 or so. But so if you need to go pour yourself another drink, I certainly did, and I've got a backup drink too. So we're ready to roll here, folks, and I'll be back with you shortly. Welcome in. All right, once again, folks, the links you need to play our game this evening, our monster game, are right below this video. You'll find the Real Deal answer sheet. That is the one you need to get things done here. Good grief. Play our game this Well, we're having all kinds of tech problems over here. Anyway, the links you need are right down below. Make sure you check those out, okay? And you've got your Real Deal answer sheet down there. You've got your view only sheet for folks who are just looking at the questions. And we will get started here in about the next 5 minutes. I see we still got some folks jumping in. Want to make sure we have everybody on board before we start. All right, so I'll say it again. Last chance to go grab your drinks or whatever else you're using tonight to have a good time, maybe some snacks, whatever. And we'll get started shortly. All right, folks, let me get through my spiel here and then we're going to get started. Welcome into the Hambones Monster Game. My name is Ben. I'm in for Matt tonight. Great to be back with you again on this beautiful Thursday evening, live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Much nicer than the last time I was here. And we are going to have 4 fabulous rounds of trivia for you as usual tonight, and they will all be different. So I will go through all of those with you as we go ahead and go through the game. You will notice, if you're a first timer, that below this video here on YouTube, there are a few links that you need to check out. The link you need to submit your answers is the Real Deal answer sheet link. So make sure that whoever your team captain is using that sheet to submit answers, because that is where you are going to get your points from. The other sheet that's there is a view only sheet, and that is one that just allows your team to see the questions. So if you're playing with teams that perhaps are playing in different places, not all in the same room, you can certainly use that view only sheet for those folks so they can see the questions as well. That'll come in especially handy in our second round picture round tonight. All right. We only have 2 rules here, Hambones. The first one is to have a good time. We're going to do that tonight. And the second one, of course, is don't cheat. Don't cheat. It's no fun if you cheat. So please don't do that. Not cool. All right. Let's go ahead and get this game rolling, shall we? Round number 1 has a total of 6 questions in it. And each one of these rounds, I should also say, is protected by a password. So I'll give you that password when we're ready to get started with each round. Round number 1, 6 questions, 5 points per question. And the password you need on that sheet to get into this round is the word thanks. THANKS. I'm going to put that into the chat right now. And of course, that thanks, no capital T, THANKS. That will get you into round number 1, my friends. And here are the questions for you in round number 1, where each question will be worth 5 points. Let's get started. Number 1, Shakira, Randy Moss, and James Van Der Beek were all born in the same year. You have to get within 1 year. All right. Question number 2, its roof has been variously described as sails, clamshells, and a huddle of nuns in a high wind. Okay. Question number 3, passed in October 2001. This is an acronym, and its full name includes providing appropriate tools required. All right. Question number 4 in round 1 tonight, given its current name by John Wesley Powell, it was called Kaibab, or mountain lying down, by the Paiutes. I need to look up that pronunciation so I can make sure to do it correctly. Number 5, in 2006, it was moved to a new list that includes Ceres and Eris. All right. And number 6, Frank Sinatra's song, My Kind of Town, is about what city? All right. Behind me for you is the timer. You have 7 over here, right there. It's hard to do in the mirror. You have 7 minutes and 30 seconds to finish round 1, monsters. Welcome in. Here we go. All right, my trivia friends, you're looking at 4 minutes left in round one. 4 minutes to get round one done. Two minutes left, my friends. 2 minutes left to finish up round number one in our monster game. All right, folks, we've got 1 minute left. 1 minute left in round one. Time to start thinking about submitting those answers. Less than 1 minute left in round number one. Thirty seconds, folks. 30 seconds. Get those answers in. Get them in. Get them in. Less than 30 seconds to get those round one answers in tonight. All right, folks, that is it. Get those answers in for round one. Get them in, get them in, get them in. We are done with round number one. Submit those answers now, please. Submit those answers right now. Submit now. I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds to get the last of these few. We've got a few more coming in. Let's go ahead and get those in right now. We can't move on until they're all in. No late submissions here in round one. Get them in, get them in, get them in. All right, it's slowing down. We're looking good. Last chance. Get those answers in. Get them in. Okay, let's talk about your answers for round number 1, friends. We did very well, and here they are. Question number 1, Shakira, Randy Moss, and James Van Der Beek were all born in the same year. You have to get within 1 year. That year, my friends, was 1977. 1977. So if you had 76, 77, or 78, you just picked up 5 points for your team. Question number 1. Question number 2, its roof has been variously described as sails, clamshells, and a huddle of nuns in a high wind. That last clue should have gotten it for you. The Sydney Opera House, my friends. Sydney Opera House in Australia for number 2. Picked up 5 points there. Question number 3, passed in October 2001. This is an acronym, and its full name includes providing appropriate tools required. That would be the United States Patriot Act or just the Patriot Act. All right, we'll get you 5 points there. Question number 4, given its current name by John Wesley Powell, it was called Kaibab, or Mountain Lying Down, by the Paiute people. That is the Grand Canyon out west. The Grand Canyon. We'll get you 5 points there. And question number 5, in 2006, it was moved to a new list that includes Ceres and Eris. That would be the former planet Pluto. All right, Pluto is the answer for number 5. And of course, number 6, Frank Sinatra's song, My Kind of Town, is about what city? Well, it's about the city of Chicago, our neighbor slightly to the northwest. All right, Chicago for number 6. All right, we are off and running here on the Monster Game, my friends. It's looking up to be a great game. Looks to me like we have 48 teams playing total tonight, which is awesome. And so we'll go ahead and move on now to round number 2. Round number 2, of course, is our picture round. We're going to show you a picture. You need to tell us tonight what movie we're showing you. All right, we're going to show you a picture. You need to tell us what movie it comes from. I'm looking for movie titles tonight in the picture round. There are 10 questions in round number 2, our picture round. Each question is worth 3 points. All right. And the passwords you need, of course, to get into round number 2, and I'm going to put this into the chat right now, is going to be the word all, A-L-L. Excuse me, is going to be the word all, no capital letter, A-L-L. All right. All for round number 2. I have no questions to read to you. You're just going to take a look at those pictures, friends. You have 7 minutes and 30 seconds to finish up round number 2. Get to work. Peter, yes, it is. I'm looking for movie titles tonight. Movie titles tonight for round number 2. Name that movie. All right, my friends, you are looking at just under 4 minutes to finish up round number 2, our picture round. Again, you're naming that movie. I need a movie title. You are looking at just less than 4 minutes. Here's your 2-minute warning, friends. 2-minute warning on round number 2, our picture round. 2 minutes. All right, that's 1 minute left in our round number 2 play, my friends. Let's get those answers in. Get them in, get them in. Round number 1 is ending in round number 2, ending in less than 1 minute. Get those answers in. I've already had too much of this. I'm going to go ahead and just put that out there into the world. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to get those answers in. 30 seconds. All right, folks, that's time. Go ahead and submit those answers. Submit those answers now for round number 2, our picture round. Go ahead and submit those answers in right now. I'm looking for 49 teams to get their answers in before we can go on. We're getting close. Go ahead and submit those answers right now. Get them in, get them in. Waiting for 2 teams. Waiting for 2 teams to submit. Let's go ahead and get those answers in. Get them in. Waiting for 1 team. Waiting for 1 team to submit those answers right now. Let's go ahead and get them in. Get those answers in. All right, and it looks like we are in good shape, my friends. Let's talk about your round 2 answers, shall we? Again, each of these are worth 2 points, 2 points per question. And here were the answers to round number 2, our picture round. First, you saw a picture from AI. then from Her, then from Jaws, followed by Gigli, then Psycho, Die Hard, Gone Girl, Black Swan, honorable mention V for Vendetta, but that's not the right one. It is Black Swan, Seabiscuit, and Hotel Rwanda. All right. And again, each one of those questions tonight in our game worth 3 points. Worth 3 points there. All right. Dan, get it together, team number 49. Okay, let's move on into round number 3. Round number 3, of course, is our money round. And if you're going to win the game tonight, my friends, you're going to do it using the money round. And here's why. We have 4 questions in the money round, our round number 3. Each one of those questions has more than one answer, and each answer is worth 5 points. So, for example, if the question was, what are the colors in the American flag? And you said red, white, and blue. You get 5 points for red, 5 points for white, 5 points for blue, total of 15 points. All right. If you said red, white, and green, you'd still get 5 points for red, 5 points for white, no points for green, total of 10 points. So even if you don't know all the answers, you want to give me as many answers as you can. And by the way, I am taking suggestions for other ways to explain that, other analogies to explain that. I've used the American flag. I've used the BLT. If you have another analogy that you think I could use to explain that game similar to those, would you just shoot that to me in the chat? Because I'm always looking for new material in different ways to explain that round. All right. But let's get you into this money round where you're going to win the majority of your points tonight, we hope. And if you're going to win this game again, you're going to do it with this round. The password for round number 3 tonight is the word you, all right? Y-O-U, okay? I'm putting that in the chat right now. Oh, I like these. We're getting some good ones here. The Three Stooges, Primary Colors. I love this. You all are so smart. I love this. All right, let's get you going here. Again, password to round number 3 is the word you, Y-O-U. Here are the questions in our money round, round number 3. All right. Question number 1. Name the 3 states that border exactly 2 other states. Question number 2, and this is a wordy one, so stay with me here. All right. Question number 2. There are 4 musical acts, solos or bands, that scored top 40 hits on the US charts in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. 1 band not from the US, a solo female, and 2 solo males, all solo artists from the US. All right. Name those 4. Okay. If you didn't hear exactly what I said, check it out in your answer sheet. It should be written the same way, but we're looking for 4 different artists or groups that scored top 40 hits on the US charts in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. All right. Question number 3, name the 3 Steven Spielberg directed movies that have been the top grossing movie of all time at one point in history. And your final question, question number 4 in our money round tonight. 2 of the 6 best-selling NBA jerseys currently are players from outside the US. Name the 2 countries that they are from. Once again, you have 7 minutes and 30 seconds to finish our money round tonight, folks. Let's get going. Go, go, go. Happy to, Tyler. Let me get you those answers again. I'm talking about answers from round number 2, our picture round right now, as we're still going with round number 3. Round number 2's answers are as follows, Tyler. We have AI, Her, Jaws, Gigli, Psycho, Die Hard, Gone Girl, Black Swan, Seabiscuit, and Hotel Rwanda. Tyler, all right? If you need any of those again, just let me know. I gotta say, thank you all so much for sticking those new analogies for the money round in the chat. There's some good ones. I just wrote them down. There's some great ones here. I'm gonna start using those. So much appreciated. Y'all are so smart. Aaron, let me double check on that right now. I'm going to take a look here. Let me get back to you here. I'm gonna just double check this. Give me 1 minute here. Give me a minute. Okay, Aaron, both of these players are currently playing. Both of these players are currently playing now. Thank you for asking. All right, folks, we're sitting at just a little less than 3 minutes here, just a little bit less than 3 minutes in our money round tonight. So just so you know, we're under 3 minutes. All right, folks, now we're looking at less than 2 minutes here in round number 3, less than 2 minutes to get those answers in the money round. All right, folks, we've got 1 minute, 1 minute left in the money round tonight. Let's go ahead and get those answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. If you are thinking about submitting, go ahead and do that. Less than 1 minute left. Less than 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. Start thinking about submitting right now. Start thinking about submitting. Get those answers in now. Less than 20 seconds. Good grief, this rolly chair is causing me all kinds of problems tonight. 10 seconds, folks. Get those answers in. I'm struggling over here. 10 seconds. All right, folks, that is time. That is time. Go ahead and submit those answers. Please, let's get those answers in. Get those answers in right now. I'm looking for some more submissions before we can move ahead here. Looking for about 10 more or so. Let's get those answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in right now. Get those answers in. We're getting closer. Now I'm looking for about 4 more teams. Get those answers in. Can't go on without you. Get those answers in right now. Submit now. Now I'm looking for 2 teams. Looking for 2 teams to submit. 2 teams left to submit those answers, please. Boom, we got it. Thanks, folks, for being so responsive. Let's go ahead and talk about your round number 3 answers, and then I want to get you a scoreboard update. Here is your round, here are your round 3 answers. Name the 3 states that border exactly 2 others. Well, the state of Washington, the great state of Florida, and the great state of South Carolina. Those are the 3, Washington, Florida, South Carolina, for question number 1. Each of those would get you 5 points. Question number 2, there are 4 musical acts, solos, or bands that scored top 40 hits on the U.S. charts in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. 1 band, a solo female, and 2 solo males. Name those 4. Here we go. The band is U2, and then we have Michael Jackson. We have, of course, Madonna, no surprise there. And then this one might be the surprise, Weird Al Yankovic, right? Hey, you know, he's got something people like to listen to. All right. And question, so again, those are U2, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Weird Al Yankovic. Question number 3, name the 3 Steven Spielberg directed movies that have all been the top grossing movie of all time at one point in history. That would be Jaws, no surprise, E.T., and Jurassic Park. Jaws, E.T., and Jurassic Park. 5 points for each of those answers. All right. And of course, oh, we've got, hold on a minute. I'll circle back around. I'm going to circle back around. Those of you that are yelling at me about Rhode Island, give me a minute here. Let me get this done, then we'll circle back around. And then question number 4, 2 of the 6 best-selling NBA jerseys currently are players from outside the U.S. Name the 2 countries they are from. Slovenia, all right, and Greece. Slovenia and Greece are where those 2 players are from. All right. Yeah. So let's let me double check this South Carolina thing, and I'm going to look at this scoreboard Rhode Island, and I'm going to do the scoreboard update because we may need to make some adjustments here. So give me a minute, and I will be right back with you, friends. All right. So here's the deal with Rhode Island, folks. It does technically border New York as a maritime. It has a maritime border, a water border with New York. So that, with the way that the question is worded, and after consulting the powers that be, Rhode Island is a no-go because of that maritime border with New York. So if you wrote Rhode Island, sorry, but it does border New York. Yeah, you know what? I think you should riot, Ricardo. I think you should totally do that right now. I'm in support of it. Give me a moment here to check out the scoreboard here, make sure we're in good shape. Then I'm gonna get you that update. All right. So no go on Rhode Island. No go on Rhode Island. Kyle, you protest away, my friend. You protest away. I support it. I'm picketing right alongside you. All right. All right. Let's go. Does the U.S. border Portugal? No, it does not. Well, you know, does it share a maritime border with Portugal? Okay, well, all right. Let's get you a scoreboard update, my friends. Let's get that update to you right now. Here we go. I'm going to read your top 15 teams as we head into this final round. In 15th place with a score of 95 points, Team Eastbound and Down. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for 10th place. All right, with a score of 97 points apiece. Team Coast to Coast, the original 4, I'm just here so I don't get COVID, the Thursday group, and Snidely Whiplash. All right. Then in a 4-way tie for 6th place with 99 points each, we have Team Watson, Pitter Patter, Yinzers, and Fern Ridge. All right. Then in a 3-way tie for 3rd place with 102 points each, we have Team Station 15A, Team Where's Jeds, and No Step on Sneck. I have that flag in another room of my house, by the way, the No Step on Sneck flag. And in 2nd place tonight with a score of 107 points, Team 2nd place, Yo, that checks out. Math adds up there. And our leaders tonight with a score of 110 points, just slightly ahead of their 2nd place colleagues, Team Hewitt Lewis and the News. Hewitt, all right. So that's where we stand right now as we head into our final round of play tonight. And of course, the final round is a special round. And let me explain to you why that is. We have 3 questions in our final round of play tonight. And your team will be able to wager between 0 and 30 points per question. Now, the good news is, if you get the question right, you will gain whatever amount of points you wager. So let's say you wager 30 points and you get the question right, you will gain 30 points. However, the bad news is if you wager 30 points or any other amount and you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. So think about this round like Final Jeopardy, all right? Think about this round like Final Jeopardy. And of course, here at Hambones Trivia, we always ask you we always ask you to wager with prudence. Looks like we got a couple of scoreboard checks to do. I can do that, and I will check that out and make sure we're all on where we need to be, and I will get back with you. But I want to go ahead and get this next round started nonetheless. And then I will get back to you after we've done that. All right, folks. So I do see we've got a couple of audits here to do, and I'm happy to do those for you. But again, you need to wager with prudence in this final round of play tonight here on the Monster Game. And let's get you the password so that you can wager with prudence tonight. Sierra says don't do it. If you want to go with Sierra, that's fine. You can wager with whoever you want, Sierra. I'm not picky. All right, as long as you wager something. Okay. So the password to get into our final round of play tonight is the word monsters. Monsters. All right, and I'm going to put that in for our round 4 password. Is monsters, no capital letter. All right. And here are the questions in round number 4, our final round of play tonight as we wrap this up. Okay. And here we go. Question number 1. 10 million people live in this country that is almost bisected by the 2nd longest river in Europe. All right. Question number 2. By number of seats available, the 5 biggest U.S. airlines are American, Delta, Southwest, United, and what other airline? And your final question of play tonight, there are 3 countries that have hosted the Olympics that are no longer countries: West Germany, USSR, and this other country. You have 7 minutes and 30 seconds to wrap this up, folks. You get started. I'm going to do some auditing here, and away we go. Go, go, go. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and pause the time here because I found the glitch that we had in the system here. It was in round number 2, our picture round, the AI question. The computer was not counting the things that we put in to have it auto grade for us. We're not counting some of the variations of AI. So there are quite a few teams that have picked up points here, that have picked up an additional 3 points, and that I think is where the problem lies. And I think so. The 2 that I've audited, I think that fixes your issue. And several more of you have also picked up some points as well. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to give the scoreboard update again. Time is paused right now. I'm going to give the scoreboard update again, which will allow you then to make a different decision if you'd like to. So I apologize for that. That was not caught before with our auditors, but we've got it all figured out now. Hambone's team is all good to go here. So let me give you another scoreboard update here, folks, right now. Here's where we stand after those adjustments. All right, top 15 teams. Here we go. In 15th place with a score of 97 points now, Quizzers of the Quost. In a 3-way tie for 12th, with 99 points apiece, Team Watson, Team Pitter Patter, Team Yinzers. In a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for 7th with 100 points on the dot, Coast to Coast, Original 4. I'm just here so I don't get COVID. 3rd, and now we're moving things around here. Thursday group, Snidely Whiplash. We've got it moved because y'all are putting in answers. So just so you know, if you put any kind of, we'll just do it this way. If you put in any kind of AI, if you put in any kind of AI, A period, I period, any of that stuff, we have fixed that now for you. So you are back in the game and have gained some points. All right. So my apologies for that. And away we go. All right, folks, you are looking right now at a little bit less than 4 minutes here in our final round of play tonight in the Monster Game. A little bit less than 4 minutes to go. All right, folks, we're at 2 minutes now. 2 minutes to wrap up this game. Hopefully you and your team are finalizing things, maybe thinking about submitting. Less than 2 minutes, my friends. All right, you're looking at 1 minute, folks. 1 minute to get those answers in. Time to start thinking about submitting in our final round of play tonight here on the Monster Game. Less than 1 minute to get those wagers and those answers in. All right, you got about 15 seconds, folks. Less than 15 seconds. I didn't give you a 30-second warning. Less than 15 seconds to get those answers in. Let's get them in right now. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Submit those answers. And that will do it for us tonight, folks. Go ahead and submit those answers if you haven't already done that. Go ahead and get those answers in right now. Get them in, get them in, get them in. We're out of time, and we are all ready to go. Let's talk about your round number 4 answers. Here we go. Question number 1, 10 million people live in this country that is almost bisected by the second longest river in Europe. That would be Hungary, all right? Number 2, by the number of seats available, the 5 biggest U.S. airlines are American, Delta, Southwest, United, and what other airline? Alaska or Alaska Air. Alaskan Air will get that for you, number 2. And number 3, there are 3 countries that have hosted Olympics that are no longer countries. West Germany, the USSR, and this other country, that other country, of course, Yugoslavia. All right. And those are your answers for our final round of play tonight. So let's go ahead and get into it here with our scoreboard updates, folks. We are ready. And here are those updates. I'm going to read the top 15 teams for you. Here we go. In 15th place with a score of 127 points, Team Quizzards of the Quost. In 14th place with a score of 129 points, Team Yinzers. In 13th place with a score of 130 points, I'm just here so I don't get COVID. In 12th place with a score of 139 points, Team It's Britney Bitch. In 11th place with a score of 140 points, Hewitt Lewis and the News. In 10th place with a score of 144 points, Team Falcons. 9th place with a score of 145 points. Sorry, I can't read. Team Thursday Group. In 8th place with a score of 151 points, Team Poop Shorts. In 7th place with a score of 179 points, Team Snidely Whiplash. In 6th place tonight with a score of 179 points, Team Callans and Burkos. In 5th place with a score of 185 points, Team Guys and Dolls. And in a 2-way tie for 3rd place with 189 points each, we have Team Watson and Team Pitter Patter. And in 2nd place tonight, runners up this evening with a score of 190 points, Team Coast to Coast. And our winners tonight with a score just ahead of them of 192 points, folks. Please congratulate Station 15A. Wins it tonight with a score of 192 points. We're going to get that scoreboard put right into the chat for you so you can check that out. Working on that right now, folks. Thank you again so much for joining us tonight for the Monster Game. Always a pleasure to see you. We are, of course, all over the place. There are all kinds of new games popping up all over the place. So make sure you check out the Hambone social media for live games. And, of course, our theme games are making a return return as we head into the summertime here. So be sure you check those out as well. All right, folks, my name's Ben. It's been a pleasure to be with you tonight. I believe Matt will be back with you next week. Thank you so much for being kind to me tonight. Always great to see all of you. I'm at Hotel Tango every Tuesday night. Hope to see you there live. Thanks again, and come play with us again soon. All right, folks, take care. All right, looks like we've got an audit to do. I'm happy to do that for you, Ricardo. Hang on a second here. Give me a minute here. Let me look into this. All right, Ricardo, I figured it out. The scoreboard will be updated for you. It was just a misspell, but we've got it. We fixed it for you. And so we've added those points back in for you. So you will see your team has moved up slightly on the list. All right, my friend. Have a great weekend, folks. I'm out of here. I think we've got Matt is going to put the scoreboard in now, and so you can see it. And then we will wrap this sucker up with a bow, friends. Anything for you, Eastbound. Anything for you. All right.
What's up, my man? Thanks again, buddy. Look at Ricardo. He loves Ben. We all love Ben. Every time you host, I get this string of love letters about how incredible Ben is. Whether it's a live game or a virtual game or a client or whatever. I mean, thank God I just out of the blue one day said, do you want to host? All right. So is the new scoreboard? I want to make sure that I heard you talking, right? Ricardo's team that's been updated.
Correct. Yeah, we should be good to go now. We got that fixed. So I think you're good to post there, my friend.
All right. Hold on one second. Got it. I'm gonna redo it just in case because I think I got it maybe right before you said that. So hold on. There we go. You know what are the worst are 2-letter answers because it's just so hard to auto grade it. So hard to auto grade it. You know it. You get it. All right. Now. All right, Ben, you're good to go, man. I appreciate it as always.
Anytime. We'll see you later, folks. Thanks, Matt. See ya.
See ya. All right, guys, hold on one second. I just wanted to make sure that change was made. Boom. Ben's the greatest. Congratulations, 15A. My guys, girls. Hey, Stacy. There's your thank you, Ricardo. I appreciate that. Well, what Dan Barnett, I can just tell by the way that you spelled weekend that I screwed something up. I can tell by the way that Dan Barnett said, have a good weekend, that means that I screwed something out. Check out our team name tonight. Hold on. What is it? Nasty Reporter's senior editor is on assignment. That is amazing. All right. I can't wait to hear why. I know we love our top 15. Yep. Yep. I get that. I definitely get that. Where's the senior editor, Stacy? Oh. Wait, you hosted this game, Stacy? Stacy, you hosted this game? Oh, you were hosting. No. You were hosting our corporate game. I got you. That's why you were on assignment. I totally understand now. I was very confused. All right, guys. Thanks. Yes. How did that go? How did that go? Let's just talk about it openly here. Hopefully it went well. It's been one game after another today. Boom. I always figure when I don't hear from you that means everything good. Good. That's all I needed to hear. All right, Stacy. We'll have more probably next week. I'm assuming it's kind of every week now. All right. Well done, guys. Stacy, we'll talk soon. See you. Bye.